Hey guys, welcome back. So let's go ahead and create a new question, and this time we'll include an image in this question. So let's see how to do that. So we'll start by add a new question, and let this be a MCQ. So let me go ahead and say create new. And now I'm going to go to the questions tab, and I will want to add my question. At this point, I realize that I have to add an image to this question. So what do? I have to go to the image library, and image library is over here, or the media library. It's over here. Rather than clicking on this option and going to the media library, I don't want to close my question. I'm still working on it. So what I can do is I can do a right click on the media library here and say open link in new tab, and that'll open the media library in the tab next to it. So it's in a new tab. Now I can multitask. I can work on my question at the same time I can work on the media library, and this really helps me to do multiple things at the same time. So I'll go and click on add new media, and you see there are various media options that are there. I want to just add a simple plain image. So let me go and click on new image. And let me go ahead and choose the file that I want to add. It's right over here, rolling wheel image. And let me go ahead and click on open on it. I want to add 3 tags which are required. So this image is about physics, and this is about rolling motion, and it's actually a rolling wheel. So let me put a wheel over there. The tags are just something for us to remind what the image was about, and so that you can find it later on. And I also want to add a caption. So a wheel rolling at uniform speed. Let me go ahead and add that. And that image is added. We go back and look at the media library. Click on the view button here, and there's my image. If I want to edit something about it, I can go and click on this edit button and go ahead and change the image or change the caption or change the tags. But I want to include this image, so I'll go ahead and click on copy and clipboard button. Now this copy and clipboard is going to copy the image code. There's a very specific code that is related to this image that's been copied. I'm going to go and paste it over here. Now you see, just like Mingo, this is the way we include the image. I'll explain this code to you in a moment. Let me go ahead and phrase the question statement. So here's my question. Consider the image below of a wheel rolling at a uniform speed. There are 5 points marked on the image, O, A, B, C, and D. Which of these points is moving the fastest? Let me go ahead and verify this. I've not added any options yet. So here's my question statement with the image, and the caption also shows up at the bottom, a wheel rolling at uniform speed. So let's quickly go ahead and understand this piece of the code here. It starts with a backtick character that opens with a brace and says, file, and there's a file number. And this is actually what we needed to copy from there. So that's why we copied it. There's a file number, and this 4-digit code is a security code so that nobody else can use your file. This number is just the file ID and can be predicted by somebody else, but using this 4-digit ID protects your image to be used by anyone else. It's like a copyright protection. Here's a caption, and the caption you added in the figure data, but if you want, you can change it over here. You can say, a wheel rolling at uniform speed, and maybe I want to say speed V, so I can add V over there. Then I have got alignment. I want to align it, I can do a left, right, or center alignment, and the width is 100. Now on a wide screen, this can become too much, so maybe I'll reduce the width to 60, and let's go ahead and verify that. And that makes this image a little bit smaller in the width. Height will be automatically adjusted according to the proportions of the width and height of the image. Let's go ahead and add the options. Now, in this particular case, A is stationary, B is moving the fastest, C and D are moving with square root 2 of V, and O is moving with V, B is moving with 2V. So B is the fastest. So let me go ahead and right option is B, and incorrect options are A, C, D, and O. So look at this, I've added 5 options over here. So in this particular case, I've got 5 options. And this is my question. So B is moving the fastest, all the other 5 options are wrong. In MCQ questions, you're not restricted to 4 options only. Your minimum number of options is 2. So you can create true and false questions with just 2 options. ideal number is usually 4, but you can add up to 10 options. So this is something good to know. This question is ready, and I can go ahead and commit this question, but before committing I have to add 3 tags. So I'll add the 3 tags. And I'm ready to commit it. I'll go ahead and commit the question. So there was an MCQ question that we created by including image, and we can include image even in options just the same way. You copy and paste the image code in any part of the content and it'll show up over there. All right, let's go ahead and create a fill in the blank question. So let me go back to content under development, and we'll create a fill in the blank question with the same image. Okay, and we'll also explore parameters in this question. So let's go ahead and do that. So again, this question is about wheel, rolling motion, and physics. So I'll go ahead and copy the same image code, maybe make the image as 60%. I have now, this time I've put this in the instruction part. I'll say, so I kind of want the same statement that I had used earlier. So I'll go back over here, and maybe this time I'll open a new tab in the committed content. So here's my committed content tab, and I can go back here, look at this question, and I want this text. So I'll copy this text and bring it back to my question tab and paste it over here. And now I'll edit this thing. So the first part of the sentence I want to keep as it is. I want to change the question. And that's all I want to say in the instruction part. And here I want to change the question. I want to say the speed of point A is, and here I want to add a blank. It's a number and its value. Let me call its name is speed. So it's a text type, it's a number type blank, and its name is speed. So I have to go and add speed here, and its value is 0. Let's go ahead and verify this. The point A is stationary, and that's why the answer is at 0. So that's my question, but now I want to actually make it interesting by changing the points different, randomize this point A. So I'll go ahead and add a parameter. Again, I want to add a group parameter, so I'll go ahead and add here. My parameter name is point, and let me call it velocity, or rather, call it speed of point. So if my point is A, my speed is 0, and my point is B, my speed is 2 times V, but V has not been given. So we can either define V or determine speed in terms of V. Let's say point C is going to be square root 2, and I can simply say square root 2 as that. And point D is again square root 2. This is square root 2 times V. So if V is 1, then these are the right answers. And I want people to give answer in terms of V. So I'll go ahead and now edit the question. I'll say speed of point, and inside this I'll give my parameter point. So this point will get replaced by either A, B, C, or D. Is blank number speed, which is fine, and this is in units of V. So V is the speed of the wheel. So I'll multiply this with a V. And if you want to include a multiplication symbol, you can simply say times V. Let's go ahead and verify this. I still have to change the answer key, but there it goes. So it looks like the speed of point is this times V. We'll do a give 5 in a moment. Let me also change the answer key. In the answer key, I want to, my numerical value of the speed is now speed of point. That's the parameter name we gave. So let's go ahead and do a give 5, and this works. So my speed, if the point is D, my speed is root 2 times V, but root 2 is has a numerical value of 1.414213, etc. So I want to make sure that there is some room for people to make some numerical rounding off mistakes. So let me go ahead and add a range here. So the answer is speed of point minus 0.01 to speed of point plus 0.01. So I want them to give me an answer that is accurate to at least two digits. I can be a little bit more generous. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask them to give an answer accurate to 3 digits. So in the suggestion, I can say, please. So here we have added a suggestion. Please provide an answer accurate to 3 digits. Notice that in the range we have kept the accuracy to about 2 digits. You can increase it to 3 digits also, but we are asking them to be accurate to 3 digits, so at least their answer that will be captured within the range. And we have also given an example. For example, if your answer is 3.1415, then please enter 3.142 in the blank. Let's go ahead and do a give 5 one more time, just to check everything is okay. And here is my question with point D at root 2. Again, point D at root 2. Here is point B at twice the speed. And it's point B again. Point B again. Let's do a give 5 one more time. B is very popular. Here is C at root 2. Okay, so this is done. So that's my question. I'm gonna go ahead and commit it. So it's very straightforward to include images in the questions. It's always good to work with multiple tabs so that you can do multitasking at the same time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.